Judge Wachtler's Day in Court on Eyewitness News at 5.
The surgery is definitely scheduled? Luna, Max seems so weak at the airport. Well, is he conscious? He hasn't opened his eyes at all? Not even for a minute?
Blair, where's that
Oh, listen,
gorgeous
I've got to go.
wife of mine?
I'll give you a call. If you need anything, call, okay? Money's no object.
What's the matter with you, honey? You look like you've seen a ghost. Was that phone call? Well, answer me. What happened?
Well, looks like somebody else is having a good day here, you know?
I hate math. How am I supposed to concentrate on a bunch of stupid numbers with everything going bonkers in the house? Ever since Dad left, this place has been a mess.
I know how you feel, Joe.
I'm Bull. When you're part of the problem, Kevin.
What?
But you're the one dropping all these sleazy hints about Mom having some thing with Sloan Carpenter. I've heard what you've been saying to her.
Joey, my point is you can't blame yourself for what's going on between the folks, all right? Look, listen to me. Dad's leaving has nothing to do with you or me.
Hello?
Vicki, hi, it's Leanne. How's Duke?
Oh, he's fine. He's fine. Thank you. We're all fine.
I want to tell you that I could barely sleep last night knowing I was going to see him today. Well, what time do you think you could bring him over?
I'm not exactly sure. Today is proving to be rather difficult.
Vicki, you're still coming over with him, right? Vicki, look, I really need to see Duke today.
Yes, of course I understand your position now. I'm afraid I can't give you an answer right now, that's all. Vestry matters should never be rushed. May I call you back later?
Okay, I understand, Vicki. You can't talk now, but, look, will you call me back later, please? Okay, Vicki? Thank you. Oh, boy. All right, Duke, your grandma gave me a little bit of a scare. I don't know what I'd do if I couldn't see you. Wouldn't be able to give you little presents like this, that's for sure. Who is it? Who is it? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Jason! Oh, God. Oh, I can't believe I'm holding you like this. It feels so good. Oh, do you know, last time I held you like this, there were guards pulling us apart.
There's no guards now.
I can't believe you're here. What are you doing here? What, did you get a pass or something?
One Life to Live, brought to you by Tyco's Magnadoodle, the toys that let your kids doodle and undoodle.
Wait.
What?
Jason, you didn't,
What? Escape? No. I didn't bust out. I wised up.
What do you mean?
Well, I did something that I've never done before in my life. I played by the rules, and it paid off. They let me off, get this, for good behavior. Jason Webb, I was prison librarian of the month. Who says people can't change,
Oh, God.
right? They say, you know, during time, it's worse for a lot of people, but not for me, because I had a lot of time to think about a lot of stuff.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think about?
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
Mm-mm.
Please, I want to hear your voice. Talk to me.
I kept thinking about us. Leanne, look, we can have everything we want. Everything. Even Duke. All we gotta do is play it straight with everybody, and nothing's gonna get in our way.
I missed you so much.
No, this is just how I dreamed it was gonna be.
Yeah?
Uh-huh. I would come back. Automatically, we would live right here, and there wouldn't be anybody for millions of miles around.
And then what else?
Don't you know?
I think I can figure it out.
Blair, don't tell me there's nothing wrong. Your hands are shaking, they're ice cold. That wasn't your obstetrician on the phone, was it? Don't hold anything back from me. Are you sick?
No, but somebody else is. That was Luna Moody on the phone. Max Holden has been shot.
Shot? What, some irate husband caught him fooling around with his wife?
Asa, he's in critical condition.
What happened?
Well, I don't really know. Luna just said that he'd been shot in the chest, and he is scheduled for surgery later today at Lambview Hospital.
What are his chances?
Asa, please, you know, the news is bad enough. Your drinking again is only going to add to it.
I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking of it. Old habits are hard to break.
Like caring about Max?
Whatever fondness I had for Max dried up a long time ago. And I figure the same thing is true for you. I mean, that's at least what you said, and I believed you. So tell me, Blair, how are you dealing with this chunk of bad tidings?
Well, naturally, I am concerned for Max.
And you're standing here with me.
I don't understand.
Well, Blair, if Max Holden's at death's door and about to be let in, and you haven't run away from me in a cloud of dust to be at his side, I'd say we've come a long way, wouldn't you?
Max, please hang on. Just hang on. You have to. Luna?
Not quite, honey. It's Kane. Don't hang up, please, all right? Please.
Just give me one good reason why I shouldn't.
Because I've got some very good news for you. Very important news.
Kane, I am sitting here waiting for news that is 1,000 times more important than any news that you have to tell me. So I've got to keep the line free, all right? Goodbye.
Tina, wait! Now listen. Blair just got back this morning. Guess who was on Ace's jet with her, huh? Guess.
Kane, I don't have time to play Name That Passenger. Now, if you want to go spying on Blair Damer, you just go right ahead, but keep your little hot news flashes to yourself. Max Holden is lying there in a hospital, barely alive. And what are you doing? You're out plotting against Blair. Kane, that is so typical of you. That is just business as usual, you know, shady, self-centered business. So why don't you just do me a favor and take it somewhere else?
Tina, I wasn't done yet, Tina. I'm not gonna give up on you either.
Andrew, don't tell me that your critics have taken to attacking you with maple syrup.
No, they haven't. But, you know, why is it that I can give a 20-minute speech at a breakfast benefit for disabled learners and I cannot eat my own breakfast without spilling something on myself?
Here, let me help you.
Thank you.
Oh, there we are. Andrew, I certainly hope I haven't made a mess.
A mess? What do you mean?
Well, you know, last week when I voiced my concern about your father being involved with Vicki Buchanan, I simply want you to understand that I was putting up a caution flag, that's all.
No, I do understand. I do. I got the impression that you had my father's best interest at heart, and I appreciated the concern.
Well, thank you. I'm relieved to hear that. So tell me, how is the man in question doing? Faring well? Is he as fiercely focused on Vicki as ever?
He's fine.
Oh, well, Andrew, it isn't exactly a healthy situation, is it? I mean, all I really wanted to do was help.
Noreen, I really don't feel very comfortable
And
with
you
this.
know, I just thought that a person intelligent enough to keep up with your father, someone who could expand Sloane's world and become, oh, perhaps a special friend, would do wonders for him.
I'm sure it would, Doreen.
Don't you worry, Andrew. Your father has made it stingingly clear that I am not that person.
Okay, look, why don't we just change the subject, all right? Okay.
Oh, yes. Well, we could just have a little lunch.
Dad.
Andrew, you're to invite me to brunch? Ordinarily, I'd love to, but I've lost my appetite suddenly. I'd rather sit in a foxhole a year deep in ice water than sit at a table with this woman.
Well, that's not a bad idea. You could use a little cooling down.
Now, what is going on here? I thought you two were friends. Am I missing something?
Oh, yeah, that's fine. You can think of some more. You have to help me. That's all right. No one couldn't hear me crying out loud. You surely have gotten the swing of things, Mortimer.
Oh, wait till you see me at the ball. When I appear as Carlo, I will be dazzling.
Well, your enthusiasm is very gratifying. However, even though Carlo was a fabulous cook, a wonderful dancer, and an expert on opera, his first love was love making, which, if you don't mind my saying so, is something where you could use a little work.
And where you're going to help me?
Yes. Oh, darling, I'm an expert on the basics. So, you slip into that, and I'll slip into something a little less.
Renee, I must see you.
Mortimer, was that the door? Mortimer.
What is this? My competition smells like that?
Hello. Leanne, is that you? You sound hoarse.
Oh, hi, Vicki. I just woke up from a nap. I was a little tired, but I'm awake.
Are you awake enough to have a little visitor? Forgive me for being abrupt with you earlier, but Landfair is not exactly the tranquil place it used to be. I could bring Duke over right now if you'd like.
Well, to be honest with you, now's not such a good time.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll do it another day then.
No, Vicki, look, you know how much this means to me, please.
Yes, honey, I do know. These visits are very important to me, too. What about later this afternoon, then?
It sounds okay, but I'm not sure yet.
All right. Well, don't worry. One way or another, we will get together before the day is out. I promise you that. Kevin, you startled me.
I wish I could say I was surprised too, Mom. don't you give my regards to Sloan when you're together?
No, wait a second, Dad. Now, will somebody please tell me what is going on
Some
here,
people
Dorian?
take great pleasure in other people's pain.
And some people apparently don't know the difference between pleasure and pain. Or was that a smile of agony on your face the last time I saw you and Vicki together, pressed together?
What are you talking about here, Dorian?
Dorian, did you miss your golden opportunity to show my son those vile photographs? How unlike you.
Oh, face it, Sloan, in those photographs, the two of you were more intent on putting the Banner's editor to bed than the Banner's late edition.
You are disgusting.
Wait a second now. Did you take some pictures of Vicki and my dad?
Well, their embrace was quite touching to see.
What were you planning to? Were you going to publish them to the whole world in the
No,
Intruder?
no. Dorian was going for maximum destruction. She gave the photos to Clint.
You what?
Well, shouldn't he know the
You
truth?
are unbelievable. Dorian, I didn't believe one of the horror stories that I heard about you. I couldn't believe that anyone could be that monstrous. I am sorry, Dad. I really thought she had your best interest at heart. I was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Asa, I am absolutely sure of my feelings for Max.
Well, I could take that two ways, Blair.
Look, this is who I love. This baby growing inside me. It's all I really care about right now.
Oh, honey, we started off rockier than the road up to Pikes Peak. Here we are, together, with the sun on its way. You know, the minute you told me you were pregnant, I was just the happiest man alive. But Blair, if I ever find out that you were in love with Max Holden, I'll make sure that you are the most miserable woman that ever lived.
On All My Children.
I love you, Eric Kane.
A storybook romance.
More than anyone or anything in this world.
In a fairy tale place.
Budapest is the most romantic city in the world.
Where happily ever after.
Today is ours, Erica. Today and the rest of our lives.
Almost always comes true.
I need you so much.
Almost. Share the magic and mystery of Budapest. Erica and Dimitri's Destiny on the Danube. All My Children.
Wait, thank you.
You're ready now. Okay, why don't we go back upstairs, okay? No, come on, please.
Why should I go? This is my Aunt Wanda's joint. If there's any place I should feel at home, it's here. I'm not the one that's going. You are.
You know, Wanda's is off limits? That's too bad. I was hoping we could put the past behind us. I guess some people are just a little bit more willing to make peace than others.
You want peace, you stay away from Leanne. There's a nice place down the street. Why don't you go check it out?
Jason, come on, did you have to do that? I mean, he was just trying to be nice. You could have given him, given him a chance.
Oh, what are you sticking up for him for? Hey, what is this, Leanne? Is there something going on between you and Kevin that I should know about?
Someone had to tell Clint what was going on. Those photographs made crystal clear what Clint already suspected, that his wife was carrying on behind
There's
his
not
back.
carrying on.
Would you prefer, I say, too tiny? Look, I am not blaming you, Slum. In an odd way, it doesn't matter who Vicki snared. The point is that she just
The point
snared.
is you are being vicious and vindictive.
All right, you two.
The point is, General, the Vicki plays that holier-than-thou role to the hilt. And she was sending out signals of availability. And you, being a normal, healthy man, did what any normal, healthy man would do. You responded.
That is rubbish, absolute rubbish.
Get your head out of the sand.
Get your imagination out of the
All
gutter.
right, this is not the time or the place for this.
Is it my imagination that you two were locked in and embracing that office? Or is it just another one of Dorian's heartless lies?
No, don't transfer me. Just tell me Max Holden's condition. I'm not a relative. I already told you that. I'm Asa Buchanan. I built half the damn hospital. And here's what I'm authorized to do, you lame brain.
Well, I haven't seen one of those in your hand for a while. Something must be pretty wrong.
Max Holden's been shot. He's in the hospital.
I know. There's something else I want to let you know about Max. It involves Blair.
And I really want you to shut up. Now, what is it with you and my wife constantly sniping at each other? You're telling me she can't be trusted, doesn't know how to run a business. She tells me you're making moves on her, embezzling some of my money. I'm sick and tired of it, Kane, you hear? I want it stopped, and I can't stand these rumors.
What I have to tell you about Blair is not a rumor, Asa.
You're not listening, Kane. How many times do I have to spell it out before you get the message? I love my wife, and nothing you could say against her will put a dent in how I feel for her. Nothing, including any dirt about Max Holden.
Max. I feel like if I keep thinking about him, I'm going to send good vibes and it'll help.
Is there any more news?
Operation's not for a couple hours.
Maybe I should go to the hospital. Or maybe I could do something to help Al.
Yeah, well, I think if I were Max, then a prayer from you would be as welcome as a visit.
I don't know. My prayers don't seem to be heard anymore.
You're having a hard time, aren't you, Vicki?
Yeah.
Vicki, I can't do anything to bring back Clint, but there must be something I can do to cheer you up.
To tell you the truth, honey, when Clint left, my last hope for things returning to normal left with him.
No, don't say that.
But it's true, honey. The proof is all around us. Look at this family. Joey's so upset he can't concentrate on his schoolwork. Kevin out now despises me right now. Little Jessie's tiptoeing around the house waiting for the next bomb to go off. I don't know how this happened. I mean, did I really not see the warning signs, or did I choose to ignore them? I don't know.
You can't blame yourself
Well,
for
who
this.
else can I blame? I'm the one that let things go this far. Me, the wonderful mother, the loyal wife. I let my attraction for Sloan grow to the point where it has shattered my whole family. Now, what kind of a wife and a mother does that make me now?
It makes you as wonderful as you always were. Yes.
No, I doubt that. I doubt everything, especially my feelings.
Well, you only have to be sure of one of your feelings, Vicki. Whether or not you're still in love with Clint.
What if I'm not? What then?
Then his moving out would be the best thing that ever happened.
Don't say that. Please don't even think that.
So then you do still love Clint, don't you, Vicki? And you don't love Sloan, right?
One Life to Live will continue in a moment.
Please go home. And I do too on the next Oprah. Tina, I cannot answer you. Because I don't trust my own feelings. Do I love Clint? Of course I love Clint. But
But what? Come on, Vicki, what were you gonna say?
Maybe Dorian is right about me after all.
Dorian, right. Vicki, let's not get carried away here.
Well, I have been carried away. That's the point. I've been carried away for months to a place that is very frightening. My whole safe, manageable little world has been ripped apart, has been shredded by feelings that they shock me. And they don't fit me. And yet they won't go away. I don't even recognize myself anymore.
Well, Vicki, I recognize you.
Fine, then tell me, who am I? Because I don't know, Tina. Do you know, I've spent my whole life making and following rules. But now, my sole mission in life seems to be to betray every principle that I ever held dear.
Vicki, I think you've got this picture in your mind about what you're supposed to look like. Only it's like one of those pictures that they carry around through the streets during those religious festivals. You know, of saints. Vicki, you're not a saint. You're not perfect. But, I mean, it's scary to admit that. The thing is, though, on the other side of not being perfect is being real. So give yourself a break.
How do you know all that?
My last year hasn't been exactly an emotional cakewalk either. I mean, Vicki, I feel like I'm being split apart right down the middle, just like you do. I mean, one side of me wants excitement, adventure, danger. And that's what Cain means to me. And the other side wants what I had with Cord. I miss that. That the kids, our home, our safe, steady life. That would bore Cain to death.
So you can understand my loving Clint and my attraction to Sloan.
I can understand you even loving Sloan. Do you?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's possible to love at the same time two different men.
What I do with Vicki, or anyone else for that matter, is private. That is a concept which you can't grasp. Privacy. Maybe my son could give you pointers. He spent the whole summer fighting a desperate battle over the very issue.
Surely you're not going to hide behind your son's clerical coattails.
There's no reason to hide.
Then why can't you give me a simple, straight answer?
My relationship to Vicki Buchanan is none of your business. We share a spiritual connection. It is honorable. You have concluded things based on how things appear to you. You know nothing about us. Nothing.
Well, certainly your definition of honorable is modern, if not particularly believable. Good luck to you both. That is, if there's a place for luck in the great spiritual relationship of our time.
Dad, why didn't you tell me about those pictures?
Because they are like her vile newspaper, distorted.
See, so if you ignore a problem, then there is no problem.
Well, thank you for your vote of confidence.
No, I'm really afraid that this whole thing is spinning way out of control.
I won't let it. Everyone in Landview knows that Dorian Lord's stock and trade is gossip. The more inaccurate and vulgar, the better.
Yeah, well, you see, not everyone dismisses what she says as breezily as you do.
Name one.
Clint Buchanan. I talked to Vicki this morning. Clint's moved out of Landfair.
Look, Asa, I didn't come to you to cause trouble. I came to prevent it.
You're protecting me, is that it?
That's right.
And what exactly are you protecting me from?
Well, for being hurt, Asa.
Now, who the hell do you think you're talking to? Some sniveling bedwetter? I am Asa Buchanan. I don't get hurt. I don't need protection. And you better keep that oily tongue of yours still. Because I swear to you, King, if you ever bring to my attention and cast any kind of doubt on the mother of my unborn heir, oh, sure, I'll take care of Blair. But I'll take care of you first, and you won't know what the hell ever hit you.
Well, Asa, isn't that kind of like killing the messenger?
Considering you're the messenger, who may bring bad news because you may cause it, I gave you a second chance. Don't make me sorry I did. No more. You got it?
No, Renee. Yet.
Mortimer, wake up.
Mother, what are you doing here?
Looking for you. Thanks to a call from Alex saying that you walked out in your lesson today.
Did I? Oh, I suppose I did.
If it wasn't cloudy and November, I'd say you had sunstroke.
No, Mother, it is worse than sunstroke. I'm in love.
You what?
I'm in love. Smitten. Gaga.
You have a funny way of showing it, walking out on the woman.
Oh, Mother, it isn't Alex Hesser. It's Renee Buchanan.
Mortimer, sit down. Now, love is a mess, even when it's right. But this is ridiculous. Do you have any idea what you could lose?
Who cares? Renee is worth it.
We interrupt this programming.
Find out about this. No. If she knew about Renee Buchanan, Alex is a very crazy woman and a jealous crazy woman.
How can I have lost that scarf?
Listen, you have got to keep this a secret from Alex or you are going to lose more than a scarf.
Okay, who is she?
And don't you dare lie to me, or you will be impersonating Carlo's ashes.
There it is. Oh, where did you find it? I have been looking everywhere for it. Oh, I am so attached to it. I mean, this is my favorite. Oh, I'd have died if I hadn't been able to find it.
I just can't clap my hands and pretend that Kevin Buchanan is a great guy. Because he isn't.
Jason, the thing is he's trying to change. Look, just yesterday, he brought Duke over.
For what?
For a visit. What else?
I don't know what else. That's what worries me.
Oh, come on, not with that hidden agenda routine. Stop
What
it.
else has he ever had, Leanne? Or don't you remember that he took your baby away and had us, especially me, thrown in jail? Forget it. I can't trust Kevin Buchanan.
Why don't you just try and forget Kevin, okay? Forget him completely. What is it that we want?
What do we want? I want a family. That's what I always wanted.
Okay. So why should we make it harder on ourselves by keeping Kevin an enemy? I mean, if he's really willing to put everything in the past, I really think we should.
I don't know if I can do that.
Why don't you let me help you? Jason, you just got out of prison, you know? I don't think you should get locked up in the past.
Kevin,
a
wait,
second.
please. Kevin.
I'm out of here. Kevin, go talk to her.
Have you been downtown? You know, Kevin, this house is entirely too quiet as it is. I don't think I can stand another day of nothing but stony silence from you. Kevin, you're being so judgmental. Don't I at least have the right to know what you're thinking?
Careful, Mom. You might just get what you're asking for.
Anything is better than this.
Look, I can't stand Dad being gone, all right? You are not the only one around here that is hurting.
I don't see anyone who isn't hurting. But the way to ease this pain is to talk.
The pain comes from the problems between you and Dad. All the words in the world can't fix that unless one of the people who's talking is Dad.
Yes, I know that, Kevin. But you and I can talk about the problem that we are having. It's clear to me that you resent me. I can't help but feel that you blame me for the problems that your father and I are having.
Really?
Honey, the issues that led up to his leaving are far too complicated to be blamed on one person or one incident.
Mom, the reason he left is Sloane Carpenter. That's all. Now, you want to talk about that? Or are you just going to keep pretending that it isn't true?
You wanted to talk to me?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about your little trip down south. Must have been a tough one, huh?
Yes. You must know I'm exhausted, so if you'll get to the point.
Exhausted, huh? Why is that? I mean, you never even got there.
What are you talking about?
Well, let's see. You were trying to get down to Georgia, but, well, you only got as far as North Carolina, right? I mean, it's too bad, Blair. You went by air and still you couldn't cover your tracks. It's kind of funny how many people not only saw you playing the jet-age Florence Nightingale, but how many people would be willing to tell Ace about it. By the way, how did Max do on his trip back from Cape Hatteras?
What do you want?
I got him. Victory. You see, the war's over, Blair. And I am the winner.
I despise you.
Gracious even in defeat. Look, Blair, why don't you just leave before you break Ace's heart and have yours torn out?
Well, are you in love with Sloane?
I love your father. No one else.
You keep saying that you love Dad, but I've seen the way you're acting around him. It's like you can't wait to get out of the room. And I have also seen the way that you're acting around Sloane. And, Mom, that is a whole different thing.
I don't really have to stand here.
Wait, Mom, listen to me, please. Mom. When you're with Sloane, you get this look on your face. Everything he says, you have this little smile. You're happy. Is it so wrong of me to think that you're in love with him? Please, do not do to Dad what Leanne did to me. All right? Don't deny that there's no one else until there's no one but them. It's too late for Leanne and me, but you still have time. You can still get Dad back. You can get this family back, but you've got to give up Sloane Carpenter, Mom. Now.
What you say is true. The reason Clint left Landfair is not Dorian's photos. There's only one reason he would have left Landfair.
Which is?
Vicki told him how she feels about me. So how about it? Ready for brunch?
No, thank you, Dad. But I really want to know why you're able to sit here and celebrate the death of Vicki's marriage.
I'm not celebrating. Although this could be the beginning of life for Vicki, with me.
What about Jessica? And what about Joey and Kevin and even Clint? What about them? What about their lives when you whisk Vicki away and live happily ever after? Because as precious as she is to you, that is how essential she is to them.
I guess it's wrong for me to think of my own happiness.
Oh, Dad, it's not wrong, but your happiness doesn't exist in a vacuum. Vicki is married. She's part of a family, and this is going to destroy that family.
I love her.
I know you do, but if that marriage falls apart, Vicki's gonna fall apart. And then everybody's gonna lose.
But to stay in a marriage when you're desperately unhappy is also damaging and painful. It's up to Vicki what will make her happy. It's her choice.
That's true, but I think you're deluding yourself because Vicki is going to do whatever she needs to do and more to keep her marriage together. There's nothing more important to her, including you, no matter how strongly you think she feels about you. Dad, pursuing Vicki, and I'm trying to save you some pain here, pursuing Vicki is only going to cause disaster for everyone.
Am I never to express my love for her?
I'm not saying that. As a matter of fact, there's one thing that you must do to show her and prove to her how much you love her.
What?
You gotta let her go. You gotta let her go, Dad. And you gotta leave Landview.